I chose to attend the Tech Center because I wanted to do something that would benefit my family. Right, so my granddad was a truck driver, and I wanted to be able to have that connection with him, be able to work on the trucks, and keep him on the road and keep him safe.
You know, I didn't really know what I wanted to be, whenever I was a junior in high school, so, I just thought it was a really good opportunity I knew I wanted to be something in the medical field, and this really got my foot in the door, so. That's kind of just why I started in the technical program.
My junior year, I was sitting around with some friends that attended this program, sitting at lunch, and they were talking about how they were coming out here for a half a day and learning about PC repair stuff, and they're getting ready for their life after high school. And I hadn't thought anything about this. And so I'd say my friends motivated me to do it.
High school didn't have an elective that I was nearly interested in. I was part of AutoCAD and animal science, but I knew that my interests weren't aligned with any of those electives. So when I heard about the criminal justice program at CTech, it was just a leap of faith, and it was the closest thing to what I was interested in at the time. So I knew that CTech would help with aligning that with my career.
It did open so many windows of opportunity for me. It honestly you don't know what you want to do coming out of high school, so this really just kind of opened many doors for me. It got my first job in Freeman Hospital. I got to see all sorts of career types, and whether you love being a CNA and that's just what you want to do, then that's great, but it also you get to see phlebotomy, you get to see the RNs, you get to see the doctors, you get to see everything. So definitely it's a great opportunity for anyone.
So I graduated high school on a Monday. We graduated Monday evening. I left Tuesday morning and drove to my first job. I weld tested on Wednesday and went to work Thursday. So whenever I left here, I was 100%. There was no needing anything else. Like, I left, went straight to work, and that was that. I mean, we've been on it ever since.
I gained the knowledge that I needed to be able to go out into the career field and work in my career, and then as well as gaining college hours that helped me towards my degree.
I did get approved for a federal internship, and CTech had a huge involvement with that because I did get involved a lot within my program, and I took up as many leadership opportunities as I could during high school. That really stood out, and because of that, I was one of the few nationwide that was accepted into this federal internship. And after that internship, it's really opened doors for me. And literally last week, I got offered a federal position as well. I can't go too much into detail, but it's definitely a career from there. So.
After the program, I had my 4 ASE certifications, which is what dealerships or mechanic shops will look for whenever they're going to hire you. So I have my brakes, steering and suspension, electrical, and engine performance. With just those, I have already been hired at Fletcher Nissan in Joplin.
So I automatically went to Crowder College, and then I enrolled in gen ed classes. And then after that, I applied for the nursing program, which I'm currently in. And I didn't realize how much CTech would play into that, but I wish I would have paid more attention in CTech because it played a lot more into it than what I thought it would.
I enlisted into the United States Navy as a nuclear mechanic. Went on to USS Harry S. Truman, CVN 75, and am now a top qualified person on the boat as a mechanic, maintenance person, and a watchstander. Going through the nuclear pipeline was a very technically advanced course, and without the basics and the ability to start learning how to problem solve here, I wouldn't have made it through the nuclear pipeline. It really gave me a perfect ground to be able to stand on and move forward.
After I graduated high school, I did some local jobs, building pipe fence. Did that for about a year. After that, I went to a small fab shop for a couple months. And I was like, man, I can do better than this. So I heard about a local company that was traveling, so I got with them. And after that, I was making 6 digits a year. I mean, that's great money for around here, and you can live off that well, very well. And I've been doing that ever since. So.
Yeah, so right now I'm working in a pharmacy, which isn't what I ended up getting my certificate in the technical program. I got my certified nursing assistant, but because I got my nursing assistant certificate, I got to see the nurses and all the medication, and I realized I really like pharmacy. So that kind of led to that, and I love where I'm at now. I'm currently trying to get into the pharmacy program at the University of Kansas.
After high school graduation, I pretty much applied a couple of different spots. Through the program, I was able to it helped me get hired on through Joplin Petro. And because of that, because of the basis here, I was able to continuously more or less use the knowledge that I gained here in order to do different applications for my job.
I worked at Crossland Construction for a couple of years after I left here, and this helped me with, like I said, the ability to work with others and learning how to do that and take instruction, the ability to take instruction from someone who knew a lot more than me, like Andy.
Since my senior year got cut short because of COVID, I was able to go ahead and take classes during the summer after my senior year at Crowder, and the Tech Center already gave me some dual credit classes that I was able to graduate from. I'm able to graduate from Crowder a couple of semesters early and start my Missouri State program even earlier.
So now I'm a systems analyst at Leggett & Platt. We do implementation of different programs across the company.
So what I'm doing now, I work PRN at Freeman in Joplin. I work in the ER as a nurse. I love it. I don't think I'll do anything else as a nurse. Kind of an adrenaline junkie. But I also travel as a nurse as well. My last assignment was in Oklahoma, and I also only travel in the ERs as well. So definitely a lot of experience there, experiencing like a Trauma 1 facility versus a Trauma 2 facility. And just getting to meet different directors of different programs and getting your name out there. So
once I graduated, I started working at Freeman Hospital, and I'm getting ready to start working full-time, and the tech centers just allowed me to step out as soon as I got out of high school, step straight into work and doing what I love.
So after I graduated high school, I actually went and worked for a diesel mechanic shop, and my experience here helped me get my foot in the door there, and it actually helped me get a job, because they told me without this experience that I have here, I wouldn't have been able to get the job. I'm currently working at Eubanks Equipment, working on hay equipment, which again, this program has helped me. Even though it is not a diesel mechanic shop, it has gave me the basic knowledge that I have needed to be able to do that.
So when you come out of high school and you're looking for a job, it's really hard, it's really competitive, and C-Tech will really boost you and help you stand out whenever you're a candidate for a position.
It's an amazing program to start and get your foot into the door of whatever you want to do in the future, and you will get all the training and experience that you need ahead of time before you actually go into the field.
The C-Tech program really helped me in figuring out my own path and just kind of figuring out what exactly I wanted to do.
It was definitely a good stepping stone for me.
It's definitely worth it, no matter what trade you're going into.
Something about my experience with Crowder College is I felt heard. I felt seen.
I learned a lot more than just how to turn a wrench.
Any time that you spend investing in yourself is never time wasted.
And it really helps you bring your skills out further.
Because this is the starting point of your career.
Any kind of hands-on learning experience is worth it, whether it's through school or not. If someone gives you a chance to learn something, take it, because knowledge is the biggest thing.
This is one of the best experiences I've ever had.